it's time to ask Big Daddy. Bryan Garrity joins us here once again this morning talking real estate. So this dovetails nicely in with what Jenny was just talking about, with maybe being cheaper to buy than to rent. Bryan, what do you think?
I think that she has a good point, and she's following it right steady. It really is. At this point, you hear what people are paying for rents,
right,
and they're like mortgage payments are higher. So if you can qualify, you should definitely look at buying. Tax advantages, all the regular stuff that goes along with it.
Okay, so that's a good summary and a wrap-up on that story for now. But let's flip it over to the other side. Let's talk about selling your home and listing your home, because a lot of folks have been sitting waiting for the market to come back, to get enough equity into their home to where it makes sense for them to sell.
Right.
They're back in the black now,
yes,
and they're thinking about selling.
Correct.
When they come to list with somebody like yourself, that's a whole different topic.
Yeah.
When they come to list with you, they frequently don't really take the time to fully understand the listing agreement. They just sign up a real estate agent, list their house, and think that magic's going to happen.
Right.
So explain the pitfalls here.
So twice in the last month, I've had two people come to me to list their house, yet they had already signed a listing agreement with another agent. And I thought, you know, I don't think people understand the ramifications.
They must not.
No, well, and they're maybe not reading it, maybe it's not being explained to them. I mean, I go over all the variables, but remember, you as the seller are the boss. You are employing the agent.
You're hiring an agent.
Right. Doesn't work the other way.
Right.
You're the agent's not the employee.
But I felt that way when I've gone to buy or sell in working with agents. I've felt that way, and I guess now, after knowing you for some years, I would know to maybe think twice and maybe walk away from that particular organization or person because they've got the relationship backwards.
Yeah, it's very backwards. And 66% of the people sign with the first agent they go with. That's fine. Just know this, when you sign the listing agreement, it's very important that you understand, as the seller, you're entering a contract by employing the agent. Part of the listing agreement includes commissions. Hot button topic now that we're back into traditional sales, and the banks aren't the ones covering the commissions.
You would rather avoid that topic and just say the commission is, and then move on quickly.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's commission 7%. Although there are people that are actually writing listing agreements at 7%. Hey, if that's how you want to run your business, that's fine. Typically, 6% was the standard forever. You see a lot of 5%, but just know that commissions are not set by law. They are negotiable. And it's between you and the agent to decide what total commission the seller's going to pay.
Everybody's going to ask for the lowest commission they can get. If you were going to make an argument to an agent, what would be how would you, here I'm trying to give people ammunition against you when they come into your office. But I mean, what would be your rationale for, I think I should pay less in commission?
I don't think that there is a rationale. Unless you want to say, like, I want to pay less, and then I'll just have you put a sign in my yard and you can fill the calls.
So I'll pay less, but then you would say, well, then I'll do less.
Well, yeah, with the marketing, the photography, which we do high dynamic range, which costs a lot of money. I mean, there's a lot of other outside resources. We treat every house as an individual business proposition. Just know that when you sign, paying the percentage, there's a reason. You want an experienced agent that knows how to market your property, and somebody like me that's going to get it sold and get you top dollar, because that Wall Street Journal study still is in place. Agents with 10 years or more of experience are going to get you up to $25,000 more.
Well, we've practically been talking that long, haven't we?
Yeah, are you kidding? 4 years.
We've practically been friends that long.
Right, totally. And then the other kind of important things are, just know when you sign a listing agreement, you're also waiving your right to any judicial type of proceedings. So you could, but you're not supposed to file a lawsuit. You're agreeing to arbitration. A lot of people don't want to do that. But I'll tell you now, if you don't sign the arbitration clause, brokerages probably aren't going to go along with it. And so that's a big one for a lot of people. So in other words, instead of being able to go through the court if there's a dispute, you have to go through an arbitrator, and there's designated parameters as to how that works. So that's
Folks,
another important.
Come in and see Bryan. If you're buying or selling, come in and see Bryan Garrity and sit down and discuss all this. And you'll talk about all this, get it all up front before you sign anything, and both parties will fully understand what's going on.
And remember, your listing agreement has a specified period of time. So do not sign long listing agreements. Give somebody 90 days, 6 months at the most, and after that, that, you can reevaluate. Your house should be sold in that period, but after that, you can reevaluate the relationship.
Very good. We'll hear you on the radio show as well.
2 o'clock Wednesdays, the new drive time we call it.
2 o'clock
2 to 3
Wednesdays
Wednesdays,
on
ESPN 1700.
Very good.
We have a medical intuitive on tomorrow. I think that's going to be interesting.
See, it's not just about real estate.
It's not.
It's about having fun on the radio,
Hey,
too.
yeah, making it a good time.
Come see Bryan Garrity.
Thanks.
All right, up next, it is wedding week. You can get in shape before the big day. Just have to decide to do it. The author of Bride-to-Be Weight Loss Program is joining us with her diet tricks to help you drop a few pounds before you walk down that aisle.